गुड मॉर्निंग। आज हम आप लोगों को बताएंगे गॉसी मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम। पिछले वीडियो लेक्चर में हम लोगों ने पढ़ लिया था लैग्रेंजेस मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम। अब उसी का जनरलाइज्ड पार्ट एक और है, इसका नाम है गॉसी मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम। तो गॉसी मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम का स्टेटमेंट लिखेंगे और उसका प्रूफ लिखेंगे। आइए स्टार्ट करते हैं गॉसी मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम। गॉसी मीन इसका स्टेटमेंट है if f from AB to R and G from AB to R where AB, who is double AB, is the subset of R, are two real valued functions. Real valued function be such that number one, F and G both are continuous in closed double AB. Number two, F and G both are differentiable in open double AB. Number three, G dash X is not equal to 0 for all X element of open double AB. Then there exists at least one point C belongs to open double AB such that F of B minus F of A upon G of B minus G of A is equal to F dash C upon G dash C. This is the statement of Cauchy mean value theorem. What says this theorem? If you are given any two real value function, then if these two functions taken together has to follow certain conditions. Number one, F and G both are continuous in closed double AB. Number two, F and G both are differentiable in open double AB. And the third one is derivative of G is not equal to 0 for all X belongs to open double AB. Then there exists at least one point C belonging to open double AB such that F of B minus F of A upon G of B minus G of A is equal to F dash C upon G dash C. This is the Cauchy mean value theorem. Now we shall prove this theorem with the help of Rawls theorem. We apply to prove this theorem. यहाँ लिख सकते हैं इसका proof. Here to prove this theorem, we consider a function. We consider a function f of x is equal to f of x plus a times g of x. Just I have taken for all x element of closed interval E. हमने एक फंक्शन को कंसीडर किया f of x small f of x plus a times small g of x where a is unknown constant to be determined. Unknown constant can be determined by f of b. F of b is equal to f of a. f of b is equal to f of a से हम इसको निकाल सकते हैं. Let us see what is going to happen with f of b is equal to f of a. Here we take f of b, meaning thereby you are putting at the place of x is equal to b in this equation. When we put x equal to b in this equation, you will find capital F of b becomes small f of ab plus a times small g of b. Right? When we take at the place of x, it is a in this equation, you will find capital F of a is equals small f of a plus capital A small g of a. So we can get here f of b plus a times f g of b is now equal to here f of a plus capital A times g of a. And this indicates that a is taken out and here is g of b minus g of a, and here we can write here f of a minus f of b, and so this implies capital A is now equal to minus times f of b minus f of a upon g of b minus g of a. Here is a. This is I have taken here equation 1 and here is equation number 2. So you want to prove Cauchy mean value theorem. For this purpose, I have taken a function f(x) defined by small f(x) plus a times gx, and then after I have taken this a as a constant, unknown constant, which can be determined by f of b is equal to f of a, and so we get capital A is equal to this much. Now I want to apply Rolle's theorem. Whenever you are going to apply Rolle's theorem, you will find this capital F(x) has to satisfy the first condition. This capital F(x) should be continuous in closed interval AB. This capital F(x) should be differentiable in open interval AB, and f of b at the end points, the value at the end points of the interval, the value of the capital F(x) will be same. This is the third condition of Rolle's theorem. If these three conditions are satisfied by the capital F function, then we can say Rolle's theorem can be applied. And with the help of that application, you can find at least one point C as per Rolle's theorem statement. You can find at least one point C at which derivative of the function at C is 0. Meaning hereby, when you take a point C lies between A and B, and at the place of f dash x, we write x is equal to C, then f dash C becomes 0. This is the symbol. So we want to apply the Rolle's theorem for this purpose. You find here You find here. Here, we see that. We see that capital Fx being linear combination. Linear combination of f of a small x and g of a small x, and f x and gx are continuous in closed interval AB. It is given. It is given. It is given. Therefore, capital Fx will be continuous. Will be continuous in closed interval E. Also, f dash x, when we look at that f dash x, we can find here f dash small x plus a times g dash small x. This is taken at equation number 3. From equation 3, it is clear that f dash capital X, capital F dash x exists because small f and g, fx dash x and g dash x exists and unique. That is f x and gx are differentiable in open interval AB. Hence fx will be differentiable in open interval AB. Also, here further by exhaustion, yeah, we can say by f of b is equal to f of a, we find capital Fx satisfies all the three conditions of Ross theorem. So, by Ross theorem, there exists at least one point C element of open interval E such that f dash C is equal to 0. F dash C is equal to 0. What is f dash C? From equation 3, From third equation, you can say f dash c means f dash c means f dash small c, a small f dash c plus a times small g dash c is equal to 0. And this implies capital A is equal to minus f dash c upon g dash c, f dash c upon g dash c. So, hence by equation 2, equation 2 we have by equation 2 we have f of b minus f of a is just going to divide by g of b minus g of a is now is nothing but f dash c upon g dash c. This is required to prove, hence proof. So this is all about Cauchy mean value theorem and its proof. Now we will discuss some application of this Cauchy mean value theorem, and there are so many examples based on this theorem where we can apply and how the application of this theorem is going to be asked in your examination. We will look after that. So after this, we will look at some examples and some questions on the basis of your examination questions. So come to your next example, understanding example or question. You can say, here I am just going to write. I have taken example. Sometimes, as per your university questions concerned, it is asked, find the value of C. Find the value of C by Cauchy mean value theorem. Cauchy's mean value theorem. Mean value theorem for the following functions, for the following functions. Just I have taken here f(x) is equals root square root x and gx is equal to 1 upon the square root x. Of course, where a is greater than b and less than b. So first we deal with this question, and then after we will deal with another question. I will explain two questions as per concern of your Cauchy mean value theorem. I am just going to solve this question. You write here solution. And when you are going to ask in your examination, find the value of C by Cauchy mean value theorem for the following function, whatever may be the function, f(x) is, I have taken here in this example, it is square root x, and here is gx is the function given as reciprocal of the square root x. So, whatever may be the function, you have to recall in your mind the statement of Cauchy mean value theorem. What is the first condition? There are three conditions are there whenever you are going to verify Cauchy mean value theorem. The first condition was both the functions must be continuous at all the points given in the given interval. Second condition is that both the functions f and g are differentiable in the open given interval. And the third condition is the second function g dash, meaning thereby the derivative of the second function is not equal to 0 for all the values of x lies between open interval, uh, whatever may be the given open interval, then there must be a point C, at least there must be a point C lies between A and B, at which the f of B minus f of A divided by g of B minus g of A is equal to f dash of C upon g dash of Z. This is the statement of Cauchy mean value theorem. So you have to verify all these conditions for these functions given, and then after you will find the value of C at which you can answer this question. Here I am going to look at the first condition. Given functions are given function given functions are fx is equal to square root x and gx is equal to 1 upon square root x. These two functions are obviously continuous for all x is greater than 0, and thus fx and gx both are continuous in closed interval A where A is greater than 0 and less than 0. This is the first condition. What about the second condition? When you look at the second condition, you will find here now f dash x. What is going to happen? X dash x. F dash x means differentiation of fx. So here b by dx of square root x is 1 by 2 x to the power of minus 1 by 2, and here 1 upon 2 dx. You can see. And what is g dash x? When we look at the g dash x, it is d by dx of x to the power minus 1 by 2, and this is equal to minus 1 by 2 x to the power minus 3 by 2. And so here is minus 1 by 2 x and x. We can see. It is very clear. Clearly, f dash x and g dash x both exist and unique for all x element of open interval. Thus, so fx and gx both are continuous हो चुका था, differentiable in open interval AB. Also we see that g dash of x is equal to minus 1 upon 2 x root x is not equal to 0 for all x element of open interval AB. Thus, from A1, we find both the functions, both the given functions fx and gx Fx and Gx satisfies all the conditions of Cauchy mean value theorem. All the conditions of Cauchy's mean value theorem. All the conditions of Cauchy mean value theorem. All the conditions of Cauchy mean value theorem. Hence, there exists a C such that a point C such that f of b minus f of a divided by g of b minus g of a is equal to f dash of c upon g dash of c gives us क्या देता है? ये अब डैश सी करेंगे तो ये आएगा 1 अपॉन ये आपका एफ ऑफ बी करेंगे ये आएगा रूट ऑफ बी एफ ऑफ ए करेंगे ये आएगा रूट ऑफ ए डिवाइडेड बाय जी ऑफ बी करेंगे 1 अपॉन रूट ऑफ बी माइनस 1 अपॉन रूट ऑफ ए इज इक्वल टू एफ डैश सी means 1 upon 2 root c and g dash c means 1 upon 2 minus times minus times c root c. And when we solve this, you will find here root b minus root a. You're just going to divide by minus times root b minus root a upon into root ab is now equal to 1 upon 2 root c into minus times 2 upon c root c. And so we can get 2 has cancelled, this has cancelled, this root c, this upon this upon this. So we can say square root ab is equal to, and here we can say 1 upon 2 c root c is here. And say here is c root c divided by 1. Root c has cancelled, it is c. So it implies that c is equal to root ab. This belongs to open triple ab. Hence verified. Hence verified. Hence this is the answer. यही आपका आंसर है. तो मेरी समझ से आपने ये बड़ा क्लियरली देख लिया कि इस एग्जाम्पल के माध्यम से we can find the value of c in this way. We can get the values of c. Just I am going to consider another example. Sometimes some questions are just tedious to ask as per your syllabus concern. Example number 2, and it is given, I have written there to solve this question. Prove that x is greater than 0. X upon 1 plus x upon 1 plus x is less than log 1 plus x is less than x. You want to do this by making use of using Cauchy mean value theorem. Cauchy's mean value theorem. ऐसे में तो ये आपके दिमाग में ये बात स्ट्राइक नहीं कर पाती है। तो क्लासिक मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम के लिए आपके पास दो फंक्शंस का होना जरूरी है, तभी तो आप क्लासिक मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम अप्लाई करेंगे। उन दोनों फंक्शंस को देखना होता है कि वो दोनों फंक्शंस जो होते हैं वो कंटिन्यूअस होने चाहिए, उन दोनों फंक्शंस को डिफरेंशिएबल होना चाहिए, और फिर जो डिनोमिनेटर वाला फंक्शन है उसकी वैल्यू डेरिवेटिव जीरो नहीं होनी चाहिए, और तब एफ ऑफ बी माइनस एफ ऑफ बी अपॉन जी ऑफ बी माइनस जी ऑफ ए इज इक्वल टू एफ डैश सी अपॉन जी डैश सी वाला कंडीशन होल्ड करेगा। तो उसकी सहायता से हम किस तरह से इस क्वेश्चन को करें वो बात आपके दिमाग में लाने के लिए हम आपको एक तरीका बताते हैं, और उस तरीके से ही आप क्वेश्चंस को कर पाएंगे। सो आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन दैट मेथड, हाउ वी विल कंस्ट्रक्ट टू फंक्शंस and how we will get this result, and with the help of this result Cauchy mean value theorem. तो to prove this यहाँ पर आप बता रहे हैं to prove this given result, और उस given result क्या है उसको आप लिख लेंगे। x upon 1 plus x is less than log 1 plus x is less than x, ये हमारे पास रिजल्ट है x। अब इसके लिए क्या करना होता है जरा यहाँ ध्यान से देखें। अब इसके लिए करना ये है कि आपको ये माइनस ले लेना पड़ेगा, एक फंक्शन इसका डिफरेंस इस पहले लेंगे माइनस इस ले लेंगे, और एक दूसरा फंक्शन लेंगे दिस माइनस इस। तो हम ले लेते हैं let us consider f(x) is equal to log of 1 plus x minus x, and g of x is equal to x minus log of 1 plus x। ये है। अब हम देखते हैं कि जब f(x) ये मिल गया, g(x) ये मिल गया, हम क्या करते हैं कि हम देखते हैं कि it is clear that by लॉगरिथमिक फंक्शन हर जगह कंटीन्यूअस होता है x is greater than 0 के लिए। ये तो पॉलिनोमियल है, ये भी हर जगह कंटीन्यूअस होता है, तो इनका डिफरेंस भी कंटीन्यूअस होगा। ये भी आपका पॉलिनोमियल है, सॉरी यहाँ पर आपका x अपॉन 1 प्लस x ये है, तो ये भी आपका कंटीन्यूअस होगा और ये भी दोनों कंटीन्यूअस होंगे। इसलिए it is clear that f(x) and gx both are continuous। ये continuous है, continuous और x is greater than 0, ये तो बात आपने प्रूव कर दी। अब हम बात करेंगे कि जब ये continuous है तो इनकी डेरिवेटिव की बात करें या डैश x की बात करें, या डैश आएगा 1/1 plus x माइनस इसका डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे, ये आएगा 1 plus x का होल स्क्वायर, 1 plus x as it is into 1 minus x as it is, ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा, यानी you will get here 1/1 plus x minus 1/, sorry it is a plus now, ये हो जाएगा कैंसिल 1/1 plus x होल स्क्वायर, ये मिल गया ये डैश x। g डैश x की बात करें तो ये will find here 1 minus 1/1 plus x, राइट। तो बड़ा क्लियर है, यहाँ देखने से लगता होगा आपको कि f डैश x and g डैश x exists and unique for all x is equal to 0। That is, हम ये कह सकते हैं कि f डैश x from a पर, यहाँ लिख दीजिए from a पर हम देखते हैं क्या f डैश x की वैल्यू तो आई है 1/1 plus x minus 1/1 plus x का होल स्क्वायर, तो इसको सॉल्व करें तो यहाँ से आएगा 1 plus x का होल स्क्वायर, here is 1 plus x minus 1, ये आएगा x upon 1 plus x का होल स्क्वायर, ये आएगा। तो ये बड़ा क्लियर दिख रहा है यहाँ पर क्लियरली दिस ग्रुप दिस और ये इम्प्लाई करता है कि ये जो यह डैश x है ये ग्रेटर देन 0 होगा फॉर ऑल x इज ग्रेटर देन 0। इसका ये मतलब निकलता है कि जो यह डैश x होगा वो इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन होगा, यह डैश x होगा वो आपका इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन होगा, that is यह डैश x greater than 0 for all x is greater than 0. So this implies f(x) is increasing function. Increasing function. ये increasing function होने की वजह से आप देख सकते हैं कि f of x is greater than f of 0. f of x is greater than f of 0. तो f of x जब greater than f of 0 हो गया तो ये मिल जाएगा आपका कि f of x क्या था आपका, ये था आपका log 1 plus x is greater than, तो माइनस आपका था x upon 1 plus x is greater than what is f of 0, f of 0 रखेंगे यहाँ पर, ये जो 0 हो जाएगा यहाँ जाएगा log 1 is 0 is greater than 0. So we can say here log of 1 plus x is greater than x upon 1 plus x, or we can say x upon 1 plus x is less than log of 1 plus x. It is for all x is greater than 0. This is second equation number 1. जब हम फाइव g dash x की बात करते हैं तो हम आप क्या करते हैं, इसको ध्यान से देखें। जब हम g dash x की बात करते हैं तो हम क्या पाते हैं, इसको ध्यान से देखा जाए। also g dash x क्या है, g dash x के बारे में आप देखेंगे तो 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus x है, इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा 1 plus x, ये 1 plus x minus 1. So here we can say x upon 1 plus x again greater than 0 for all x is greater than 0. इसका ये मतलब हुआ कि g dash gx is increasing function, ये भी आपका इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन होगा। जब ये इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन होगा for all x is greater than 0, जब ये इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन होगा इसका ये मतलब फिर वैसे ही करेंगे हम लोग, यहाँ पर आपका gx जो होगा is greater than g of 0, और यहाँ पर देखिए तो gx की वैल्यू आपने निकाला था वो x माइनस log of 1 plus x था, is greater than g0 रखेंगे तो g0 इसमें रखेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा 0, ये log 1 हो जाएगा, log 1 वाले 0 होगी तो 0 हो जाएगा, and so we can say x is greater than log 1 plus x, ये all x is greater than 0 होगा। तो यहाँ से हम ये देखते हैं कि ये log of 1 plus x जो होगा वो आपका लेस देन हो जाएगा x से for all x is greater than 0, और यहाँ इसको मान लेते हैं इक्वेशन नंबर 2। तो from 1 and 2 we can get from 1 and 2 we can have हम देखते हैं कि x upon 1 plus x is less than log of 1 plus x is again less than x for all x greater than 0 hence 2, और ये आपने देख लिया कि इसको ऐसे प्रूव किया जा सकता है। So this is all about your questions regarding your Cauchy mean value theorem. In the next video lecture we will start the new topic regarding your module 2, and till then thank you.